I'm so glad you made a swift recovery, Johnson. How are your new hands doing?
Never thought I'd have robotic hands, but they're working just fine. Thanks for asking. Now, back to the mission.
Right. Can you describe the SCP we're looking for again?
We're looking for SCP-718. It's an eyeball a little bit bigger than a baseball, and is supported by a stock made of tendon and blood vessels. It's apparently 4 feet tall.
Sounds creepy. What precautions do we need to take?
We only have 10 minutes to secure the SCP before we fall victim to its trance. Also, we cannot attack it. We must secure it without harming it.
Roger that. Let's go. Oh, God. It's so gangly.
Sure is a sight for sore eyes.
Ew. Oh, it's so gross.
The eyeball will follow any animal's movements, and especially loves humans.
That's just weird.
Iris, let's not forget, the clock is ticking.
You're right.
I wouldn't touch it.
I'm not going to. Just wanted to see what would happen.
I'm going to call in the helicopter to drop down a securement container that will ensure the SCP's protection.
Aha, great thinking, Johnson.
Have you tracked our location? Good. You'll have to drop down the container very slowly. I'll help guide it. Iris! Iris, get away from that thing!
But I love it. I want to keep looking at it. And it wants to keep looking at me.
Iris, wake up! Get away from it!
Shut up, Johnson. I'm...
There. Just relax for now. Iris and I have to evacuate the area, but we managed to find the location. Take this thing back to the Foundation for proper experimentation. Over.
We've got 10 minutes to clean and then get out.
Wouldn't want to be here longer than 10 minutes anyway.
This thing is freaky.
I know.
We have to disinfect all the surfaces and make sure there are no living particles, or else the SCP could cling to them and grow duplicates.
Do you know much about this SCP?
No, not much. I don't think it can even move. Avoid eye contact is all the scientists told me.
Gotcha! I'ma just stare at the floor while I mop then.
Good idea.
I don't like this thing.
Well, stop looking at it and mop the floor. We've got 4 minutes left.
This eyeball is asking for a fight.
No, stop! Don't mess with it!
The eyeball called me stupid! Did you hear that?
It can't talk! You're imagining things! What are you doing?
I hate you! I'm gonna kill you!
I'm getting out of here. Guards! Someone come get this guy!
You're evil!
Oh God, I'm infected!
Here he is, Doc. And that's the SCP we found in the woods. It must be making copycats.
Copycats, indeed. I know about this eye. We'll have to operate on the D-Class before it's too late.
Can you really remove that thing? I thought we weren't supposed to harm it.
Removal is possible, however, it will cause the subject extreme pain. And we must be careful. You and I should leave this room in less than 8 minutes.
I know. The SCP influenced my thoughts after I stared at it too long, and Johnson saved me.
This SCP's mind control abilities are volatile. We'll do what we can to save this man and prevent further contagion.
Will D2437 be okay after the surgery?
He should be fine if we are able to remove the SCP. Unfortunately, his scars from the acidic burns and blisters will remain.
That's my alarm. Dr. Bloom, we need to leave this room.
Good call, Iris. I was so fascinated by the SCP I almost forgot.
Okay, buddy. Time to get this eyeball out of here.
No! You can't remove my third eye! I won't let you!
Iris, we've got a problem in here.
I can see more than I've ever seen before. I can see the jungle. I can see the bottom of the ocean. I can see the inside of the pyramids.
Don't lose yourself. It's the eyeball talking.
You too can see what I see.
Let me give you an extra eye.
My vision. I'm experiencing vertigo.
Dr. Bloom, wake up!
Huh? What? Who's there?
It's me. Can you see me, Dr. Bloom? Reach out.
Dr. Bloom, your hair, it looks awful.
My hair? What'd you say about my hair?
She said your hair looks awful. Embrace the hatred.
I said beware. Put on your sunglasses. You're falling into a trance.
Iris, you're right. My special sunglasses. Aha! That's better. Come here, you monster.
Ah! The pain!
No one talks bad about my hair, you slimy eyeball. Victory! Iris, we need to contain this SCP immediately before it explodes.
Roger that, Dr. Bloom. What were you seeing before you came back to reality, Dr. Bloom?
I'm not sure. My vision became fuzzy and colorful. It's almost like I was transcending.
That sounds pretty cool.
It wasn't cool, though. It was the powerful illusion of the SCP. It was starting to control me.
That's what happened to me!
Luckily, the eye did not explode. Thank you for reminding me of my special sunglasses, Iris. Otherwise, I would have been doomed.
No problem, Dr. Bloom. I'm used to this crazy SCP stuff.
Be careful out there, Iris. These SCPs are dangerous.
Come on, Dr. Bloom. I've been at the Foundation way longer than you have.
You're right. Speaking of SCPs, have you heard about the next SCP I'll be investigating?
No. Which one is that, Dr. Bloom?
It's SCP-1203. Goes by the name Miranda.
I don't know of her. Is she already here at the Foundation?
Yes, has been for some time. She's about to turn 21 years old. She was found in Mexico as a child.
Why was she brought here? What are you trying to study?
Have you heard of the Ouroboros?
Are those like some lights in the night sky?
No, that's something else. The Ouroboros is an ancient circular symbol which depicts a snake or dragon swallowing its own tail.
Huh, how strange. What's it supposed to symbolize?
It's supposed to be an emblem of wholeness or infinity.
But if a snake eats itself, then won't it die?
Yes, I suppose it would, unless it had some sort of mystical properties.
Whatever you say, Dr. Bloom. Infinity is beyond my imagination.
Anything is possible with imagination. Oh, Iris, I have one more question for you. Have you seen my sunglasses?
No. Last I saw, you were wearing them.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out for them. Goodbye, Iris.
Well, see ya, Dr. Bloom.